We'll keep going until you hit a brick wall, or the game hits a brick wall. Either or. Oh, come on, game. Don't let them beat you. Uh-oh.
Oh heck, a whole year of subs. Thanks for the games, y'all.
Oh, we got something. Maybe. Yuck. And there it was. Absolutely yucky pattern. But congrats to Oni on the win there. 41k. I need to do something, Shiro, to get you to move off of the game onto something new. That's why the difficulty spike is there. Good evening, welcome to Quiz Night, welcome to Redacted, this very, very cold Wednesday, it must be said. I've had to break the coat out for the first time this year, or at least this side of this year, I suppose, which definitely means something, means it's now cold enough where that's a thing. So yeah, it is pretty damn cold out there. And we've got K-Jar with the 12-month, 1-year resub and milk. Oh my goodness me.
6th Twitch baby.
6th Twitch baby with 54-month resub there. 12 months on the bounce. Thank you very much for that subscription, milk. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 6th Twitch baby. Goodness me. Been going at it. And we've also got
2 Twitch babies.
And another double Twitch baby going on there with Suddy Cat. Thank you very much for the 18-month resub. Appreciate that as well. And alongside that, Shiro subscribing with Prime on 13 months. Thank you for the 13-month resub there, Shiro. Appreciate that as well. I need to bring my camera down ever so slightly because I forgot I notched it up on Saturday when I was doing the hosted stream of Wipeout over on JB side of things for Extra Life. Oh boy, was that that was equal parts fun and also holy shit, I need to get in a rush here because I need to get to a gig. Turns out, in fact, I'll waffle about this in a moment because I'll open up the lobby. You can join in the lobby and then I can waffle about the story. So, if you want to play tonight's game of Redacted, it's all played in Twitch chat. There's no hack box available for it. But enter in with the room code of QLER. QLER, the room code to enter in for tonight's game.
100.
Nope. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at it. 100 bits from Dragon. Thank you very much for 100 bits. And then there's another message that's about to come through from Oni.
Cheer 100.
Belgian detected. Belgian detected? Belgian? Oh, okay. I can see what you mean by going with that. Thank you for the 100 bits there. Alongside that, we've also got Sportsy with 100 bits as well.
Pride 100.
I was given a copy of the rules of this game. A lot of the keywords were redacted, so I guess you just have to figure out how to play this game. You do indeed have to figure out how to play this game, Sportsy. That's how it all works. Thank you for the 100 bits. To appreciate that as well. The audible sigh in that Belgian detected. Yeah, indeed. Thank you for all of the bits so far. Anyway, yes. So the Saturday stream was a wonderful stream to be a part of. Thank you again, JB, Dumpster Lounge crew, for having me as part of the proceedings, as well as Ben, as well as Topper, as well as Prey doing Jeopardy, as well as Ape doing Jeopardy. Both of them doing Jeopardy at the same time. Proper Chaos Jeopardy, except double Chaos Jeopardy. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, the time slot I had, I was reasonably confident that I could get to my gig in time. And then things started to overrun. And then things started to really overrun. I do apologise, Topper, though I think I kept to my 1 hour pretty good, actually, in the end of things. But yeah, it was because Ben was before you. I knew Mole is one of those games where you can get into right natter with people, as in talking, not person natter. That's what I meant by that. Yeah, we did kind of slip into that because kind of just comfy having a chat with pals, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, that does mean it runs on a bit longer when that happens. But it was still a load of fun nonetheless playing the Mole. Thank you again, Ben, for that. 100 bits from Matt.
100.
I've decided to change the title of the game
To a more simpler title of...
Oh, now you found a little bug there, Matt. You found a little bug there. So, when it hit the redacted tag, it looked for a voice with a name redacted. And it couldn't find one, so it defaulted to the default voice, which is Brian. So that's the thing. Text-to-speech will just not process any text between square brackets at all. And if you don't give a sensible voice name, it just defaults to Brian. Cool. At least I have a backup in place when that does happen. To have the redacted voice just be a series of beeps, or like Morse code. Just convert the message into Morse code after the redacted tag. I mean, I can do that, but it just requires a lot of effort right now, and I don't have time for effort. I have all of the things to deal with, and also things like this as well. I have these that I'm putting together to make into special things for QNL2, because of course I am. I love giving myself more work to do. But yeah, these are very nice. They actually work really nicely as well. Big buttons. But yeah, just giving myself too much stuff to do, and only 2.5 weeks left to do it in. Anyway, what are the other voice names? I did put the list down somewhere. I can't remember where I put it, but I put it down somewhere. But there are a series of voice names, including Geraint. I know that Geraint is now in there. I think Amy's in there. There are a few others as well. I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head, but they're a mixture of Amazon names and also 11 Labs names, as well as myself as well. Anyway, I was back 2 steps, back to where I was talking about. Yes, at the end of my stint of hosting over on JB side of things, I made a mad dash to my gig at the Yorkshire in Sheffield. It's so much of a rush that I actually had to get a taxi to do that. Hi, Geraint.
Hi, Ash.
There we go. You see, that does work. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Matt. Got there just about in time for the sound check and everything. Cool. You now have to wait 1.5 hours before starting to play the gig proper.
100.
I'm Geraint,
I'm Ash.
and together we are
Gash. Please don't ship us, Oni. Please don't ship the virtual voices. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, once you've sound checked, please wait 1.5 hours. I didn't have to be there at the sound check because it wasn't like I was actually mic'd up for this gig, because it was a big brass band of things. It was only the back line and just having the general volume of the brass alongside that to work out, how loud they need to be. Didn't need me to be there at all. So I could have gone about 1.5 to 2 hours later and be nice and comfy with everything. I did not have to rush at all, indeed, Vixen. So yeah, I was a bit bit irritated by that, but them's the breaks, I suppose. And I got back in from that and watched a bit more of all of the chaos that was ensuing on stream with Chaos Jep. Oh my god, that was a thing that happened. While that was going on in the background, I was doing other things for Ape that ended up not actually happening, though it might. I hope it does happen in the future, because I have touched the Only Connect software for the first time in like 2 years. Possibly 3 years at this point, actually, and put Hackbox upon it, because all it took was about 30 minutes to do that, and one of the planned things was to do some Only Connect After Dark hosted by Ape, but that hasn't happened yet as far as I'm aware, but hopefully we will be able to get that happening soon, though that's more on JB to sort that out if that's the case, or if JB doesn't want to do it and Ape still has a pack to do, then we just do something here. I don't know, but I was doing some software stuff for Ape to get Only Connect working with Hackbox, because it was just dead in the water at the moment, because the old software that was running the buzzers for that just no longer works anymore. It's just dead. I brought that server down. So yeah, it is now in a way that we can play it again if we did want to. But that's on Ape and JB to sort out if they do want to do that. Anyway, that stuff that's been happening over the past few days. Like I say, giving myself more work to do that I didn't need to do was doing the Only Connect stuff, because I've got all the software I need to sort out for myself, and then I've also got all these buzzers to sort out for myself, and also the audio that I set up for myself, and then get all of the higher gear again on that week, and I'm not stressing at all, as you can probably tell. That is, 2.5 weeks away, and I'm definitely not stressing. I'm going to completely ignore that it even exists for the next hour and a bit as I try and host this game. By the way, this game written by Oni. Thank you very much for this pack. I given this a very quick read through like 20 minutes ago, and I kind of like it. Looks very good indeed. And Inca also agrees on the proofing. Thank you, Inca, for the proof of this pack tonight, written by Oni, aka Alex. We've got some lovely statements to consider, lovely blanks to fill, and I think it is time to get this game underway, because it has anytime entry anyway. Let's get on with the quiz with 100 Bits from Dragon.
100.
I'm calm, I'm perfectly calm. Everything's under control.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Dragon, and pretty much in the right intonation. Thank you for the 100 bits. Kinda is doing heavy lifting. Very heavy lifting. Shall we start the game? I think we shall. So I've got enough stress to deal with the marking in this game. Right, hurrah! Chapter number 1 we call Complete the Redacted. So, in this particular chapter, you'll see a statement with a number of words and phrases redacted in it. It is your job to fill in those blanks to make the statement whole. You can give me as many answers as there are blanks to fill on the page. Remember, you must submit them as separate answers, please, to Quizbot 3000 as whispers. You don't need to prefix it with A or B. You just need to give me individual answers for each blank. Or you can just give me multiple answers for the same blank if you want to try and go for a scattergun approach to try and get some points just on at least one of the blanks. And as I say, you can give me as many answers as there are blanks on the page to fill. There could be 2, there could be 3 blanks to fill on a particular statement. I think, 3 is the maximum we've got in tonight's game, and we do have a couple with 2 on as well. And you get points equivalent to the number of blanks that you successfully identify. Now, again, caveat, there is still that bug. I have yet to fix it. There is a bug in this round, and this round only, because it only applies logically to this round, in that you can give potentially alternate acceptable answers for the same blank and be marked twice for that, which means you will be granted double the points that you should be given in that regard. So please be aware of that. Please do not gain that if you can, please. I know it's a bit difficult, certainly with loosey-goosey answers, though from what I've seen of the statements in tonight's game, there's not much loosey-goosey to be had. I think the writing around the blanks has done a good job to kind of seal the deal as to what kind of answers we are expecting you to give. So we should be going all right with tonight's game. But, touch wood and everything. We could be here a while for me marking stuff. But I think after everything is said and done, I think it's time to get this game underway. Wish you the best of luck in chapter number 1, complete the Redacted, in tonight's game of Redacted. And here's your first statement to consider. Bad news, agents. Due to the finance department betting it all on boxcars while playing blank and it coming up snake eyes, we're going to have to tighten our belts a bit. For communications, we're giving you a simple blank 3310 mobile phone. Those things are nigh on indestructible. I'm sure you'll be fine. So you've got 2 blanks to fill. You can give me 2 answers. And, well, you've already given me loads of answers while I was reading it out. It can be a very difficult round to write for, only as you say, yes. But we appreciate you nonetheless for it as well. And that there is time. Some more scribbles going on just as we close out. Let's go through the answers you've provided. Craps 23 have gone with craps. Yes, blank A. Boxcars, snake eyes, they're all rolls of the dice in the game of craps that you find in the casino. And then 27 going with Nokia or Nokia. Yes, blank B, it's the Nokia 3310. They really are nigh on indestructible, as Oni suggests. Other answers we've got here are Balatro, Poker, Snake, and 333. But the 333310, unfortunately, that's not quite how it goes. But it is none of those, I'm afraid. So a nice easy start for the marking there. Loads of players getting maximum points there. We've got a total of 22 getting the maximum points of 400. That's 200 per blank. And we've also got Kart Quiz, we've got MePG, Miss Vertigo, Sunny Cat, Shiru, and Vixen, also getting 1 of the 2 blanks for 200 points apiece. So that's how it all works. Next statement we've got is 2 blanks to fill. Have a look at this. Don't let your inability to play Fruit Ninja on the plane anymore hinder your mission, agent. Anyway, you're headed to blank. Yes, it is the city where they do the main heist in the film blank. No, I will not be asking if you are only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. It's not 1969 anymore. Grow up. Bloody hell. Try and read things, Ashley. That would help as well. 2 blanks to fill. 2 answers you can give. No, I will not be asking if you are only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. It's not 1969 anymore. Grow up. Loads of hints here, hopefully. And the follow-on sentence of, yes, it is the city, pins what A is asking for. You could potentially have provided just the country on A, but because the follow-on 5 words are there, you are now explicitly looking for the city to fill blank A. So just be aware of that. We've got Las Vegas, The Great Escape, Milan, Mission Impossible, and Chicago. Now, let me have a look at my list of things that I can accept and can't accept. Las Vegas, The Great Escape, Milan, Mission Impossible, and Chicago. It is none of those, I'm afraid. Ocean's 11, London, Naples, Genoa, The Da Vinci Code, and Shanghai Chronicles. I cannot accept any of those. The Italian Job I can accept from 15 because that is blank B. That is the name of the film, The Italian Job. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off, indeed. Not Ocean's 12, not Ocean's 11. Rome, Venice, Nanjing. You probably wanted to say Beijing, but the N is next to the B. And Paris. It is none of those. Goldfinger and Paris. Really wanted to get those Paris in there. Unfortunately, no. Turin, 5 say Turin, and I can tell you, yes, Turin was the city in question. And yes, there, so you, unfortunately, I could not take Italy because it is pinned by the phrase, yes, it is the city, and Italy is a country. Well, sorry, re-asked, not Sue. Getting my avatars mixed up. 15, though, give me some answers to get some points with Kart Quiz, Woke Quiz, Mark, Toot, Ralph, and Vixen, all getting the maximum of 2 blanks, so 400 points apiece. 10 players getting 1 blank, 200 points apiece. There you go. A nice coincidence that Paris was stamped with none. Yeah, that was a bit of a random look on that one, but maybe I should have a fixed feature where I can specifically say what stamp should appear on an answer. But that's more work again, isn't it, folks? And ideally, I want to get this hack boxified first before we do any of that niceness. So anyway, yeah, let's continue on, shall we? Statement number 3, and I'll try and read it this time. How's your football agent? Your contact is masquerading as a member of the fan club of blank, the biggest football team of Turin. I'd say you could find him dressed with the trademark blank and white striped shirt, but you know how little that narrows that down. So you've got 2 blanks to fill, 2 answers you can give me. Welcome to the game, Ian Dominic Gaming. You should be able to give me some answers straight away. If not, then you'll just have to wait this question out and you will be in on the next question, on the next statement. I see an answer has come in from you, so you should be good. Welcome, Lynn. So 2 blanks to fill on this one. You named 2 football teams. Well, we'll see if any of them match what we have on blank A. Juventus. 15 players have given me the answer of Juventus. And, well, you are right to do so. Blank A indeed is Juventus. Yes, the biggest football team of Turin. 18 players have gone with black. Yes, they have a black and white striped shirt. I guess a bit like what Newcastle are, but Juventus is a different team, but, you know, they have a similar styled kit, I suppose. There you go. Juventus and black, those are the 2 blanks we were looking for. Not green, not Ajax, not blue, not Barcelona, not yellow, not orange, not red, not Torino, and not strikers. So again, another easy one to mark there, with 18 of you getting the maximum of 400 points. We've got a midget on the internet, Podo, Colo, Mark, Toot, Puzzlet, and Topper getting 1 of blanks for 200 points apiece. Nicely done there. Surely black and white is referee uniforms. Well, in those kind of cases, Manic, you will then get the ref in a slightly different colour. Like with... actually, no, I'm not going to say any more than that because of reasons. We'll move on to statement number 4, and here it is. If you get back alive, it's your turn for bad movie night, by the way. Great pick last time. Wasn't a dry eye in the house when we saw Blank together. Bruce Willis blew up himself to save Earth to the sound of I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Blank. It was fantastic. 2 blanks to fill, 2 answers you can give. Bad, says Toot. What, is every film good in your eyes then, Toot? Or is this just hashtag opinions moment? Now there is time. Okay, let's go through some answers on this one. 19 say Armageddon. You are right to go with Armageddon on blank A. Yes, that is the film in question. And 14 have gone with Aerosmith. And again, you're right to do so. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. Armageddon spelled like that, Matt. I'll take it. Armageddon spelled like that, I'll take as well. Not Die Hard, not Judgment Day, not Bryan Adams, and not Springsteen. Not Bon Jovi, not Independence Day, not Van Halen, Foreigner, Ryan Reynolds, or... well, okay, K-Jarves. You've got Aerosmith. You have basically all of the right vowels and consonants in the right order, but you've given me in a slightly different form. I'll give it to you. It's close enough for me. Everything else, no. Kingsman and Dennis, it is none of those. So we've got 22 players scoring some points, with 14 getting the maximum 400 available.
Cheer 100, I don't want to close my eyes.
Don't want to close my eyes. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there, Sonny Cat. Appreciate that as well. You weren't expecting me to sing that, were you? No. Right, halfway through the round, not doing well, not doing badly at all actually with the pacing here. Let's keep it up. Moving on to statement number 5. Have a look at this. Excellent work. The contacts delivered the package to you. Now, get out before anyone notices that you're there. The train should be safest and quickest. Just cross the border to blank, directly to the north of Turin, then get a plane at its de facto capital, blank, and we should be back by tea. Speaking of which, Earl Grey, please. And I love the flavour the blank oil provides. 3 blanks you can fill here, just about on the page, so you can give me 3 answers. Train should be safest and quickest. Just cross the border to blank, directly to the north of Turin, and then get a plane at its de facto capital, blank, and we should be back by tea. Speaking of which, Earl Grey, please. I love the flavour that the blank oil provides. Okay. Now, there is time. TTS did bad enough for Seasons of Love. It's very true. So we've got 8 players have gone with the bergamot oil. Yeah, blank C. Yes, Earl Grey has the bergamot oil. Nicely done with that answer there. Switzerland, say 17. And you're right to go with Switzerland on blank A. Yes, crossing the border into Switzerland directly to the north of Turin. Not clove, not France, not tea tree, not Germany, not chamomile, not Luxembourg. Not olive, not Paris, not Piedmont, not Venice, not rapeseed, not black tea. Not coconut, not Montenegro, not dink, not chamomile, not spearmint, not sunflower. Burn, 13, say burn. You may have spelt it B-E-R-N. If you did so, we just upgraded you to the optimal answer of B-E-R-N-E, as is the de facto capital of Switzerland. It is not Zurich, not Slovenia, not Ulm, not Netherlands, not Milan, not aniseed, and finally, not cinnamon and not Rome. Nice, simple one to mark once again. Thank you, Oni, for this. It's really going well. 18, getting some points on the board. The maximums going to Colo, Mark, MePG, Riff, and Ralph on the top row there. Smattering 400s and a couple of 200s as well. Thank goodness it was not Basel, says Ian Dominic Gaming. Well, why do you say? What do you mean it's thank goodness it's not Basel? What's wrong with Basel? What kind of grudge do you have with Basel? What's wrong with Basel? What's wrong with you? I don't know. But we will move on to statement number 6 while you ponder your alliances with Basel. Nothing really. They know what they did. Let's go on. Statement number 6. When you're back, we should talk about your promotion. I know your superior, Mr. Bond, was a blank in the Royal Navy, but I'm afraid we can't do that. We could name a cocktail after you, though. Sounds like the sort of thing that you'd like. Blank and blank with bitters, perhaps. Wait, that's a Manhattan. Bugger. 3 blanks you can fill here. And interestingly, 2 of them are sort of interchangeable. But it all works out in the end, because it automatically knows which one you want to go for in these cases, so long as they are right. And maybe, if you were paying attention... Oh, was that listed? No, that wasn't actually listed as one of the answers that we provided, though it was on the board of potential answers. But you might be able to provide, I don't know, maybe some information. I don't know. Let's have a look. Something that was listed on a board the other day. Let's put it that way. Commander. 8 players say commander. Yes, Mr. Bond was a commander in the Royal Navy. Nicely done on blank A. Now, if we've got some drinks and other positions. Not corporal, not captain, not admiral, not lieutenant. Vodka. Is he a vodka drinker? No, not a vodka drinker in this case. Gin, odd job, vermouth, or vermouth actually it says there, lemon, tonic, and captain. Now, vermouth. That I can accept. Hopefully he's going to reveal it on blank C. And it does indeed, yes, vermouth. There's an extra U in there, but we give it to you because you basically got it there. Yes, vermouth is blank C, so we've got part of the drink. We just need the other part now. You can say martini or Noilly Pratt. Apparently, for blank C, according to this. I've never heard it as that before, but that is an option. Everything else, though, it is a no-go. Vermouth, as I already said earlier, we take that. Whiskey for 9 players. You could also say whiskey rye whiskey, spelt with an E or without. Would absolutely be fine. Whiskey and vermouth with bitters, perhaps. That is indeed a Manhattan. Shaken, not stirred. Fair enough there, Vixen. Spy, lime, rum and ice cubes is none of those. Commodore. Oh, you're so close, but I think there is a distinction between Commodore and Commander. Presuming, actually, Commodore's probably in the RAF or Air Forces rather than in the Navy. I think they're probably similar positions, but in different forces. Champagne, moneypenny, lemonade, cranberry juice, and alcohol. I can't take any of those. Soda and informant, I can't take those. Oh, it's actually a rank higher. Fair enough, it's a rank higher. Goes to show how much I know. I knew it was different, but I didn't know if it was different rank-wise in the same forces or if it was a rank in a different force. That's what I say. Anyway, I'm going to continue waffling on and say 23 players scored some points, with Apodo doing the best, getting everything on the board. Nicely done, Apodo. We've got Brian and MePG, Toot and Riff getting 2 of the 3 blanks for 400 points, and then everybody else up here getting 1 of the blanks right for 200 points apiece. Well done on that knowledge there. Okay, we've got 2 more statements in the round. Let's go over to statement number 7. 3 blanks to fill on this one. Perhaps we can talk over a game of blank. The spot of the road has a mean blank par 4 on the 15th. That means it's got a bend in it. Shall we take the Flying Spur or the Continental GT? I know you have an affinity for cars by blank. 3 blanks to fill, 3 answers that you can give. While you're answering, let me try and sort my hair out. I do need to get a haircut, I know! Maybe I should book that in for the weekend, because I haven't got anything else to do the weekend other than everything with Q&L. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't think about it, Ashley. Just don't think about it. Don't think about it. Also, thank you, Oni, for the I think possibly a reference back to a stream earlier on in the year where we revealed what one of these blanks is. Do not think about the event. I'm hoping it is a callback to that particular thing. Or maybe not. Maybe you just happened to ask a question about it and just didn't think about it. Anyway, we've got 29 players to say they would like a spot of golf. Yeah, absolutely. We can go for a round of golf. And 11 say a dog leg. On blank B, yes, I explained what a dog leg was to Sidia Stad on the first test play run of 5 minutes to a fortune. That was the example that came up, was dog leg in one of the rounds, and Stad asked very innocently, what's a dog leg? What do you mean, what's a dog leg? What's a dog leg? Yeah, it's just when it curves in golf. So. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's not curved, not Porsche. Let me actually check the last one. Yeah. Not poker, not chrysler, not course, and not hooked. Can't take any of those, I'm afraid. Slice, and now
Show
not
of 100 and I'll never forget, even if I wanted to.
Hey, you did very well, Stan. Unfortunately, you just got the QI women on the final there. That was just rude, I would say. But thank you for the 100 bit, Stan, and I hope you're doing well out there. Slice is when you hit the ball in a certain way to make it do a curve, intentionally or otherwise, not to do with the course itself. Bentley, 8 players say Bentley, and I can give you that. Blank C indeed is the Bentley Continental GT or the Flying Spur. They are Bentleys. Not Pontiac, not Mercury, not Bunker, not Bendy, not Ferrari, not Chevrolet. I'm going to check to make certain there aren't any alternate. Oh yeah, slice to the left, hook to the right. Either way, whatever. Ford, Hole, Lincoln, below Porsche, Jaguar. Nope. Rough, Vauxhall, Hook, Cadillac, Honor, and Hyundai. None of those. But still, loads of points on the board for everyone there. 29 of you scoring this time round. It's the biggest scoring so far. Me and Colo and Mark and Riff getting the maximum 600 points apiece. A good number of you getting 400, and then a few also getting 200 points for one of the 3 blanks. Okay, 1 statement left in the round, and we'll have a look at our first leaderboard update. Have a look at this. 3 more blanks to fill. Ah yes, that Nokia 3310 of yours, your highest score on blank is blank. Yes, interesting, the boys in the lab believe it's physically impossible for that reptile to go past 1500. You cheated, didn't you? Set the number as your favourite song by the guy who did You're Beautiful. Blank. You disgust me, agent. 3 blanks to fill. 3 answers you can give. Okay. Wrong chat window, says Manic. Well, let's see. I think quite a few might be getting at least one of these blanks. Yeah, 29 went with the snake. Absolutely right. Blank A is indeed the snake. Now, yeah, I'm expecting quite a smattering of answers here on blank B, going for any of the possible 4-digit responses, because we had a blank of 4 digits to fill in. You've got 9999, you've got 1600, 1499, 1490, 999, and 1975. Oh, not a cat. Oh, sorry, Sudda Cat. One of the cats. 1975. You're 2 off from the correct answer. You're 2 off from the correct answer, but it's not correct. 1999, 1969, 123, 1000, 6900, and 1569. It is none of those, I'm afraid. 69, you are 4 off with that. 1284, 1869. No. James Blunt. Yes, or just Blunt would have also been accepted. You can go with a Blunt response here. You're beautiful. James Blunt was blank C. Now we're going back to blank B still. A few more pages to deal with. There's the 2569 that someone was calling for there, Suddy Cat. 3482, Frogger, 9001D. It's none of those. 1973, a single page solely hosted by Toot. That is the correct number response for blank B there, 1973. Very well done. Not Daniel Powter, not Rambunctious, and not... Shit, I dropped my phone. Very well done, Toot, getting the maximum, the only one getting the maximum there of 600 points. Loads of 400s there, and we've also got Midget on the Internet, Podo, Avac, Manic, MePG, Rias, Riff, Scooter, Suyu, and Shiru getting 200 a piece. Yes, he wrote a song called 1973, and he was born in 1974. Boo. And Pyro Pygmy, thank you very much for the 43-month resub. I do appreciate that, and I hope you are doing well out there this very cold evening in the UK. I hope you're nice and toasty and warm and cozy and everything. Welcome on in. So yeah, 1973, that there is the favourite song by the guy who did You're Beautiful, James Blunt. But yeah, very good knowledge there. Only Toot finding the right year in question, but also title. And that brings us to a close on chapter number 1 of Redacted tonight. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. At the front, we have got Mark and Ralph currently tied for the lead on 3,200 points. Then it is Toot and Riff tied for second or third place, depending on how you do your ranking, on 3,000. And then it's Cartquiz and Colo tied for third or fifth place, depending on how you do your ranking, on 2,800 points apiece. Then we've got AVMe on 2,600, Brian and Flyboy and K-Jarves and Matt and Suddy Cat and Topper and Vixen on 2,400. And you can see all the other scores and names thereafter. Indeed, Darren, thank you very much. So we will now move on to chapter number 2, where it's now all about getting your answers in nice and quick, but also correct, because if it's wrong it still won't count. But timing now matters as we go on into chapter number 2, which we call Piece Together. So in this round, you'll see a sheet of paper with 6 keywords on. However, the paper has been put through a shredder and the slices have been put in a random wrong order. Over time, the slices will be put into their correct place so that you can actually read what is on the piece of paper. All of those 6 keywords will be connected in some form or another by some commonality or common thing. You need to give me what that commonality or common thing is, and you can give me up to 2 guesses per shredded document. More points are awarded the earlier you answer. Be aware of that.
Cheer 100.
Shit a peeper. There are other ways of disposing of voyeurs. That actually sounded very much like what I said as well. That's some good vowel pronunciation there. But thank you, Matt, for the 100 bits. And thank you, TTS, I suppose. So yes, on that sheet of paper there, you've got redacted, you've got snap it up, you've got outright relativity, who knows where, and Wiki Walker. All of those are Quiz Night originals here on this stream. But yeah, you can give me up to 2 guesses. Whichever one is more correct, I suppose, or earlier and correct, will get the more points. I will try and give you a hint as to how many words you need in your response. In most cases, it will be a single word response, but in some, you may need to give me 2 parts for it to be correctly pinned, okay? I will tell you ahead of time, for the first shredded document, giving me just a single word will suffice. A single word will suffice as an answer for this first one. Just has to be the correct word, that's all. Okay, here comes your first shredded document. What connects these shredded keywords together? Your time starts now. Maximum 1,000 if you can answer nice and early. Amy and Toots give me an answer. Amy's giving me a second guess. So our keywords are sevens, league, touch, union, wheelchair, and beach. It's not a new game of mine, actually. This has been around for a while, but it doesn't come out that often because I have a sort of love-hate relationship with it. Mainly with regards to marking answers that are close but not quite there. Thankfully, this game so far that Oni's written has been absolutely solid with where I can mark and not mark. This is the round where it all generally falls apart, though. So we'll see how it goes and see how I feel about things. But considering how well Score's game did last time round and how this one's going so far, then yeah, maybe I'll feel a bit better about it. But yeah, sevens, league, touch, union, wheelchair, and beach. What connects all of these together? Football, says ABME. Unfortunately, that is in my disallow list. I cannot take football. Types of rugby, though, or just the word rugby, or rugby types, or rugby variants, rugby codes, or rugby variations. That is acceptable for this particular key phrase. Yes, rugby sevens, rugby league, rugby touch rugby, rugby union, wheelchair rugby, and beach rugby. All of those are available. Not volleyball, not Paralympics, composed electric volleyball and station. I know where you're going with the volleyball because of beach there. Basketball, because of course there's wheelchair basketball as well, 3x3. Football and sign, unfortunately. There's none of those phrases. But well done to 17 giving me a correct response, with Toots doing the best, getting 867. Even me getting it on your second bounce, because I did see your first answer come through and it was wrong, but your second answer was correct, getting 823. Ralph, third best, 773. Shu, 770. And Topper, 768. Basically, you need to get people who hate Derby to write it. That seems to be... Is that a weird... That's correlation, not causation, I'm afraid. I'm not taking that as causation score. Okay, for shredded document number 2, you can give me... How far are you taking this one, Oni? Let's have a look. 2-word response, please. I'll go with 2-word response. Is probably necessary here. Yeah, 2-word response is how I would describe this one. So have a look and see how you can figure out 2 words for this. What connects this absolute monstrosity of a piece of paper? A specific one would be fine, but I'm seeing that everything else you've got is you've attached an extra word on the end. So that's sort of where I was going with it. But if you're saying one specific one is fine, and I think I know which one that's going to be, then I'll take that as truth as well. Yeah, based off the answers that I've just seen from Toot, both the first and second, from the sounds of things, you'll accept the first one. I didn't have much time on this one because there's just a lot of words to read. We've got The Last Battle, Prince Caspian, The Magician's Nephew, The Horse and His Boy, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and The Silver Chair. But yeah, I will come to you only just to verify what you are accepting here, but I think I know what you're going for. Narnia, Constellations, C.S. Lewis, Tarot Cards, Chronicles Narnia, typoed a bit, and Chronicles of Narnia. Well, there's at least 2 that I can accept. Chronicles of Narnia novels. That's the lad, yeah. So Narnia, Chronicles of Narnia. We had novels or books appended to all of the answers. That's why I was a bit hesitant on saying... that's why I was saying like a 2-word response. C.S. Lewis, I think we're taking that as well. If we're not taking the word book, and you've got C.S. Lewis as an option here, so I'll accept that. C.S. Lewis is good enough for a response on this one. But it's not Constellations and Tarot Cards. Not ships, musicals. Lion, witch, wardrobe. I know where you're going with that, but I don't think I'm taking that as the key here. But Chronicles of Narnia, yes. Lion, witch, yes, but sorry, I want to be a bit more specific here. I want Narnia or C.S. Lewis, not Lion, witch, wardrobe. Thank you. Chronicles of Narnia novels. There we go. All sorted. So 14. Give me a correct response of sorts. Topper was the best, getting 932. Then Toot 860, Pyro 755, Silver Electron 716, and Mr. Vertigo 667. So yeah, nicely done on that one. All right. The next connection, a single word will definitely suffice. A single word will suffice for this. What specifically connects these keywords together? Your time starts now. What specifically connects these together? So we've got Gladius, Zweihänder, Claymore, Shamshir, Rapier, and Katana. That there is time. And Riff, you've already guessed enough times. Let's go through the answers. Numbers, German numbers. Well, I can see, yeah, there's Zwei, yeah, indeed is a German number, but we can't take it with the rest. Diamonds, coats, Torries. Torries? What the hell's Torries? And weapon. Unfortunately, weapon is too broad. There is a more specific word, or potential words, that can connect all these together, so I'm not taking weapon. Mines, bomb, pairs, and Germany. Nope. Swords or blades, or sword or blade, those were accepted here. They are all swords or blades. Gladius, Zweihänder, literally two-hander or two-handed. Claymore, Shamshir, Rapier, and Katana. Not weapons that say too broad. 220 and fencing, none of those. But 21 of you scoring some points. That's all Sham and assumed Tories. S words. Sorry, lingo. 21 getting some points. Ralph doing the best, not Riff. Oh, I'm mixing them up again. Ralph doing the best, 948. Then Manic, 945. AVAC, 904. CU, 897. And Milk like 859 on the top row there. Riff did the best. No, Ralph did the best. I don't even see your name here, Riff. You guessed too many times as well. No, you said it as binding. Nope, that's not how this works. Next up, we are looking for a 2-word response. Would be good. 3 actually is better, but 2 at a minimum is required for this particular response. What connects these shredded keywords together? Your time starts now. Yeah, if you give me a 1-word answer, that's nowhere near enough. You need to give me at least 2 words here. 2 or 3 words should suffice. If you want to be fancy pants, you can give me 4 words. And then if you want to give me prose, then, well, it's your own time you're wasting. We've got Christchurch, Hamilton, Tauranga, Dunedin, Wellington, and Lower Hutt. Those are our keywords, but what connects them together? New Zealand cities, okay, Topper. Boots, generals, Aussie cities, beef preparations, and British battle. Topper, close enough for me. You got basically what I'm looking for is New Zealand and cities. Those are the sort of the keywords. Just saying New Zealand on its own is enough, but it's not Aussie, I'm afraid, Puzzledown. We're looking for New Zealand here. New Zealand. Oh! Now, unfortunately, Rias, you've gone too specific the wrong way. They are not states. They are cities, not states. You've gone too specific the wrong way there. New Zealand places is broad enough because we've got New Zealand is fine. New Zealand cities is fine. New Zealand states you've gone too specific the wrong way there, so it doesn't match. So I'm going to say no, I'm afraid. British town, city, city's too broad. English towns, beef cuts, and general war people, no. But it is cities in New Zealand. I will take that, though. 16, going the right way with Topper doing the best with their wonderfully typed answer. 945 points for that. Then Mr. Vertigo 922, Apodo 885, Ralph 883, and Matt the Ref 870. Okay, 2 more in this round. Shredded document number 5, a single word will be accepted on this one. A single word will be accepted. Your optimum answer is 2 words, but you can give me just 1 to go for it. Here comes shredded number 5, and again, tell me what connects these shredded keywords together. Good luck. Your time starts now. A single word will suffice. 2 words is the premium answer. And we're already ready. Kill 'em all and justice for all. Ride the lightning, death magnetic, 72 seasons, and Saint anger. Or street anger. Because, you could say that's street rather than the saint. Anyway, let's see where you gone. Metallica albums. Exact answer we're looking for there is Metallica albums. Well done. Not Doctors, not Roller Coasters, not Units, not My Chemical Romance. Metal albums. Bit too broad, I'm afraid. Toot. And Black Mirror, no. Led Zepp, Bon, catchphrase, superheroes, novels. I can see the whole clues and have no idea. Fair enough. Nice and honest response there, K-Dubs. And say elsewhere, nope. And horror, nope. But 6 players give me the correct response there. AB Me with the 888. Ralph with the 826. Toots did give me a correct response with 799. Manic with 620. Silver Electron with 611. And Can't Quiz, Won't Quiz with 553. So yeah, only 6 scorings of points on that one there. Of course, the Scandi is fastest with a metal question. What are you saying? You fitting them to type here, Oni, or something? Anyway, 1 final shredded document to consider. And a single word will suffice. In this one, you can give me a 2-word response for the premium answer, but a single word response will be accepted here. What connects these keywords together? Here we go. Oh, Ralph. Such a professional answer, that one there, Ralph. I appreciate you. In fact, you're going to be so disappointed that I'm going to downgrade your answer to a 2-word response. So we've got Telugu, Bengali, Gujarati, Assamese, Punjabi, and Kannada. Those are the 6 we've got there with a variation of pronunciations. But yeah, Ralph's answer I saw coming through was like, oh, that's such a great answer. And it matches exactly one of the alternates. Unfortunately, it's going to get downgraded from a 3-word answer to a 2-word answer. Languages. Now, yes, they are. We are looking for one other word outside of languages, I'm afraid. Languages in Asia is closer, but not quite what we're looking for. Indian states is sort of the other side. Which one do you think is fine, Oni? Which one do you think is fine? Or are you just going to say languages broadly is fine? Okay. Well, if you think languages broadly is fine, then I'll take that. What say I? Well, I will defer to what you say, Oni. I guess we're just going to go for a generous situation here. Languages in Asia, we are going to take Indian dialects, in which case I will also take. They are Indian languages specifically here. If you said India or Indian, that would have been fine. But we are now broadly accepting languages as well. But they are not Indian states, as far as I'm aware. I don't believe all 6 of these are Indian states. Indian regions, again, I'm not taking that, but India on its own is fine. Of India languages, sure, but not the rest. And Indian languages, there we go. All good. All sorted out there. With a total of 23 scoring some points there in total from the looks of things. With Topper doing the best, 954. Ralph with 920. Matt, 858. Flyboy, 843. And Milk like 836. Well done. That is the end of chapter number 2 of this edition of Redacted. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Do we have a tie for the lead still? I would presume not, but you never know. Ralph is our sole leader now on 8,212. Toot slipping down into second place on 7,163. Aben is in third on 68.62. Mark's in fourth on 66.19. Carlo's in fifth on 60.39. And Topper, you're one shy of 6k, 5,999. Oh, come on. We need to get you one more point. Get you that Quizzy Dan point. And you can see all the other points there available as well. Okay, it's time to move on to chapter number 3. As we hit 9 o'clock this evening on the stream. We're not doing too badly for time, actually. Chapter number 3 is Identify the Redacted, and welcome to the game, Natter. In this round, you'll see an image of a place, person, or thing. However, that image has been redacted by many, many black bars in many, many directions. Over the time, we will reveal some of those black bars and get rid of them so that you can see the image beneath. And additionally, we'll also give you a text clue that will appear with the ideal correct answer in it redacted. It's your objective to give me what is the thing that we have redacted. And you can give me up to 2 guesses once again. Try and answer as quickly as you can because you get more points the earlier you answer correctly. Again, answer to Quizbot 3000 only if you can. I'll also give you a sort of broad category of the thing we are asking for as well in each image, because sometimes it's difficult to work that out. But let's continue on. Here's your first image to consider. And tell me, we are looking for a video game series, please. A video game series. Time starts now. Whew, 3 early guesses already. Here's your hint. Despite being known more for fighting games, SNK's Blank series is one of their longest running, with multiple games released for arcades since its debut in 1996. And that is time. Okay, let's have a go and look through some answers. Metal Slug, 7 players say Metal Slug. Absolutely right to do so. Yes, this is indeed from Metal Slug series of games. Not Street Fighter, not Might and Magic, not King of Fighters, not Prehistoric, not Super Mario, not Donkey Kong. Not Contra, not Tekken, not Street Fighter, not Final Fight, not Monkey Island, not Crash Bandicoot. And also not DK Country and not Golden Axe. It was Metal Slug that we were looking for here on this one. Only 7 players getting that right, but well done to Silver Electron, giving me an answer before I even started the timer. The full 1,000 going your way, Silver Electron. Congratulations. Rias getting 947, Suyu getting 922, Mark with 901, Ralph with 891, Natu with 876, and Dragon with 751. Very well done on that. Only the 7 getting some points. Let's see how well you do with image number 2. Hopefully a slightly easier one for you to consider if you're not that into your video games. This time we are looking for the name of a city, please. The name of a city. And your time starts now. Name of a city. And your hint. Built from 1900 to 1914 and opened 12 years later to the public, Park Güell is one of the many examples of Antoni Gaudi's beautiful work in the city of blank. Hello there, Prugs. Welcome on in. You're more than welcome to join in late. The room code is QLER if you'd like to join in late and earn yourself some doots. That's time. And yeah, I think a few people may have been tricked early on here because, the style of it, not necessarily indicative of the rest of the city in question. Yeah, it looks like a gingerbread house, says Mark. Indeed it does. But did anybody get the right answer? I hope you did. Jodhpur, maybe you go for there. Istanbul or Munich. It is none of those. Barcelona. Yeah, indeed. That is indeed Barcelona we're looking for there. Yes, Antonio Gaudi's beautiful work in Park Güell. That is in Barcelona. Not Louisiana, not Amsterdam, Sao Paulo, Berlin, Athens and Helsinki. Not Milan, not Rio de Janeiro, not Florence, not Paris, and not Hamburg. It is Barcelona. Just 11 getting that one right, with Ralph doing the best. Ralph, you're doing very, very well tonight. 916 to you. Nata getting 802. Mark 697. Flyboy 680. And Toot 677. Only 11 scoring some points on that particular image. I thought it was going to be a bit easier, but I guess the trick there was the style. the style of Gaudi there may be throwing people off. Okay. Now, this next one might be a bit harder. I will probably put that there. I'll put that out there. This might be a bit harder for some people. But it's definitely right up Oni's alley, this one. We are looking for the name of a band, please. Good luck working it from that. We're looking for the name of a band. Oh, someone gave it a go. Time starts now. Here comes your hint. Despite looking like a bunch of out-of-their-depth supply teachers, Blank's 1983 song Blue Monday is the best-selling 12-inch single of all time. And for those going, what the hell's a 12-inch single? Yeah, kind of predates all these things like Spotify, etc. Yeah, when things actually appeared on physical media, like literal physical media. Yeah, be interesting to see what answers come in here. We've got Depeche Mode, Level 42. Goodness me, these are some names already. Queen, One Direction, Paramore, and The Clash. That's some interesting picks here. I can't take any of them, though. Olsen Bangles, Duran Duran, Elastic, the one band that made the music, and the Arctic Monkeys. I can't take any of those, I'm afraid. No. Kasabian, ABBA, Godzilla, and U2. It is not. But 9 players going with the New Order. And it is indeed New Order we're looking for here. Well done to just the 9 getting that right. And hello, Matt.
Cheer 100 in my day. We got our music by recording the top 40 on a Sunday afternoon off Radio 1.
Yes, recording onto tape from a radio receiver. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the 100 bits. Definitely did that in my day. But yes, 12-inch records. They are sort of making a resurgence score. That's very true. But yeah. I think digital is kind of here to stay at this point, because everyone has sort of, thrown away the idea of actually owning things anymore. Just the convenience of subscribing to a service that provides you access to a thing, but you don't actually own the thing. People are kind of happy with that these days. So yeah, there you go. I still have some CDs kicking around here somewhere, but I don't think I've got anything that could play it. Oh no, I might actually have something that I can play a CD still. The old PC House does have a CD drive in still, so I can play it. But yeah, anyway. Well, it's a 9-player scoring points. Toots doing the best, 735. Ralph 718, Cartquiz 678, ABME 672, and Colo 666. You got 3 more images here. Yeah, I suspect they are Tadaru. But am I going to go out my way to get myself a CD DVD drive or Blu-ray drive just for that? Probably not, actually. Probably not, because I know that I have another drive out there. I already have a machine that does have a drive, and I can also go to other people that already have a drive available anyway. Let's continue on to image number 4. And we're looking for the name of a sports person, please. The name of a sports person. Time starts now. Here's your hint. Blank captain Argentina to their 3rd FIFA World Cup in 2022 with a penalty shootout win over France, following arguably one of the greatest football matches of all time. It's going to move. Yes, this is a game where you need to whisper to Quizbot 3000 Roddage. Yes, it is one of those games. I've yet to move this to Hackbox. It's on the list. As with many things, it's on the list. Watch the football. It's going to move. 22 players going with Lionel Messi. Yeah, or just Messi on its own would have been accepted. It's not Wayne Rooney, not Fanny Schmeller, no, not Cracknell, not Gary Lineker, not Nadal, not John Madden, not LeBron James, not Senwa Argentino, Messi, I'll give you that one there, Dragon, it's close enough for me, Beckham, Ronaldo, and that football guy. I mean, it kind of is that football guy, but I can't take that as too broad in that, so I'm afraid. 22 giving me a correct response, with Milk doing the best 964, Cartquiz 897, AVAC 860, MePG 857, and Prey getting 822 points over the top there. Lionel Football, yeah, good enough. Moving on to image number 5, and we're looking for the name of an animated film, please. The name of an animated film. The time starts now. It took a while to load in. I'm wondering if the image is fairly high res. Here's your hint. Released in 1997, Blank was the highest grossing domestic film in Japan until Miyazaki's next blockbuster, Spirited Away. Bruh. Yeah, I saw some answers coming through with Spirited Away. Unfortunately, yeah, we're straight up telling you that's not the right answer right now. And yes, that is quite a high-res image, isn't it? Do you want to know how high-res that image is? Actually, no, it's not that high-res. Why did it take that long to load it? It's only 3064 by 736. It's not that bad. Anyway, here comes some answers. It's an interesting title, isn't it, Oni? Spirited Away, as we've said, it's not that, I'm afraid. My Neighbor Totoro, good guess, but not the one. Rio, How to Train Your Dragon, Cats, and Bleach. It is none of those, I'm afraid. The Last Airbender, Howl's Moving Castle, another good guess, but not the one. Your Name, Last Airbender, Princess Mogwai, and Wolf Children. Right. How generous are you feeling, Oni? How generous are you feeling with Pyro's guess? Is that a yes? It's a yes. Princess Mononoke is what we're looking for there. Princess Mononoke. All of those consonants and vowels in the order. We will give you that one there, Pyro. But it's not any of the others. Well, that's some typing. My right about Totoro. My neighbour Totoro, I think he's what you're going for there. My friend Toroto. It's some great typos. Monsters Inc., Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited From, not Spirited Away, Toy Story. No, it's none of those, I'm afraid. IDK, I mean, thank you for the honest response, but it's a waste of paper. Princess Mononoke, 8 players give me the correct response there for a total of 9 getting it right. Sue doing the best, 956, Shiro 828, Toot 827, Mr. Vertigo 821, and Silver Electron 725. I might as well read the other ones off. AVAC 706, Flyboy 686, Riaz 681, and Pyro 641 there. Toronto did that Africa song. God. Oh, not Toyota, that's a different thing as well. They do the cars, don't they? Anyway, we'll move on to the final one, image number 6. Okay, here we go. Image number 6. And we are looking for, if it wants to load in, the name of a historical city, please, rather than just a city, a historical city. Any time starts now. Here comes your hint. The El Khazne, the treasury of the pharaoh, is one of the most popular tourist sites in the Jordanian historical city of Blank. And that there is time. Okay, there are actually 2 accepted answers for this. Let's have a look to see what you've gone for. We've got 10 players that have gone with Petra, which is correct. The other accepted answer is Rakmu. Raqmu is another accepted answer there for Petra. Not Jordan, not Istanbul, not Pompeii, not Camelot, not Rome, not Valletta, not Cairo, Vatican, Timbuktu, Petra. Well, okay, you know what, Toppy, you got Petra. I know this is probably called the Petra Mede or something like that, but yeah, Petra I'll give you. Troy and Amman, Egypt, Aswan, Redacted, Nope, and Athens. We'll give you that. Well done to 10. getting some points there with Toots doing the best, 995, Topper 993, MePG 917, Mark 910, and Sootycat 836. And Topper is now hiding because apparently he's done a thing. Yes. At the end of the round, let's have a look at the scores. Ralph in the lead on 12,188, and then Toots 10,397, then Mark 9,780, then AB Me 8,847, Colo 8,598, and Topper in 6th place 7,767. Yes, Topper definitely did a thing. Oh, well, that's a thing. Apparently my soundboard's not working. Or if it is, it's not playing any sound. Let's try that again. Yeah, there you go. It does work. There you go. There's a Eurovision point for you. Well done. Ralph still holding on to the lead by nearly 2,000 points. But in this final round, well, it could all be earned or lost with some very, very big swings in the final main chapter. And that final chapter is Declassify. Declassify the redacted. In this round, you're going to be seeing a question with many words and phrases redacted. We will then reveal those blanks one at a time, revealing more and more of the question beneath. It's your objective to give the correct answer to the question in its entirety. And you can only give me one guess. So make it count. You can get up to 2,000 points, I believe, in this round for a correct answer. So just one singular answer can swing the lead between Ralph and Toot at the top right now. But you have to answer quick to make that happen. If you're all ready, here comes your first question to consider. Which blank blank had blank with blank and blank, their blank also being blank, caused by blank, or blank where blank blank? Here we go. Here's your first. Tick Tick Boom. And Rock Band. Next we've got Structures. Hate to say I told you so. RNG being generous, I think. Hits. An allergic reaction. Name. Live. Bees. Needs to read the full statement so I knew it was live or live. It is live. Swedish. And finally, a rash. Which Swedish rock band had hits with Tick Tick Boom and Hate to Say I Told You So, their name also being a rash caused by an allergic reaction or structures where bees live? And that is time, as they say. So yeah, quite generous, I think, on revealing Tick Tick Boom as the first blank for those that do know that side of it. But let's have a look. The Hives. Absolutely right. The Hives are the Swedish rock band in question. And then, hives is a rash caused by an allergic reaction. Or, of course, structures where bees live is also known as a hive. I will take just hive singular on it. Not Lin-Manuel Miranda, not Browser, not Implosion, not Andre Garfield, and not Rash. Not... Oh, B is next to V. I'll give you the AVAC. Honeycomb, Linkin Park, AC/DC, and The Hive. Yeah, I'll give you that prayer as well for The Hive. And that's 20 players getting some points with AB Me doing the best with 1761. Then Shapes on 1703. Car Quiz with 1648. Mark on 1200. And Toot with 1148 on the top row. Do I see a Ralph? I do see a Ralph with 806. So Toot has clawed back about 300 or so points. That deficit there. So slowly, but maybe surely. We'll see. Moving on to question number 2. Which blank, born blank, voiced blank in the same titled blank, played blank in blank, but is best known for playing blank, one of the blank, in the blank blank. One of the blank in the blank blank. Time starts now. Yeah, absolutely. One of the blank in the blank blank. Mark Sinclair. Whew. XXX. The Fast and the Furious, Xander Cage, animated film, film franchise, lead characters, US actor, the Iron Giant, and finally, Dominic Toretto. Which US actor born Mark Sinclair voiced the Iron Giant in the same titled animated film, played Xander Cage in XXX or Triple X, but is best known for playing Dominic Toretto, one of the lead characters in the Fast and the Furious film franchise? Oh, I'm hoping I named the right person, Ash says Puzzledan. Was that answer Vin Diesel? I'm not seeing your name listed here, Puzzledan, but maybe on an alternate accept, it could be accepted. Because it is indeed Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel, there you go, Puzzledan. Close enough for me, I'll take it. Not Dwayne Johnson, not The Rock, not Jean Van Damme, not Keanu, and not Bruce Willis. It is the Vin Diesel in this one here. With a total of 22 scoring points. Mark doing the best with 1740. Mr. Vertigo's 1578. Me 1565. Toot 1547. And Brian 1531 on the top row. Do I see a Ralph on this list? I do not see a Ralph, so this could be very, very close for the lead right now. In the Garden of Eden bio. Oh, God, not that again. Shall we move on? Let's move on to question number 3. Yeah, this one. What blank, commonly blank, a blank, is used as a blank in the blank, 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 the blank, 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 and the blank, blank, blank? Time's up now. Coco Van Diesel. Oh, F off, ape. Fruit. Starting off with fruit. Baba Ganoush. Dish. Dip. Moussaka. Vegetable. But we're saying fruit. Main ingredient, I guess, botanically speaking, but also not. Ratatouille. Greek. Silly can't say F. Middle Eastern. Considered. Dish. And finally, French, which fruit, commonly considered a vegetable, is used as the main ingredient in the Greek dish moussaka, the French dish ratatouille, and the Middle Eastern dip baba ganoush. And that there is time. And I should really be sending love to Ape because I was doing, as I was mentioning earlier on in the stream, I don't know if you were around earlier on, Ape, but I did mention it, that I've been working on the Only Connect software to hackboxify it, to basically bring it back to life from like 3 years of not working or something silly like that, because I know you were sort of looking to do that as part of JB's Extra Life thing, but it didn't happen because it all overran. Just so chaotic, and it all just too much energy. But yeah, I know that's a thing on the back burner, and we love you, Ape. We love you, Ape, for doing the Chaos Jep alongside Praise Chaos Jep and stuff. If it's close enough, Ash can mark it correct. I can. Depends on how close it gets, I suppose. I will continue to talk about it, pray. Oh, here we go. 16 say aubergine, or maybe you said eggplant. Either or, you're right to say so. Aubergine or eggplant is a correct answer here. Aubergine, yeah, it's good enough for me, Brian. Not the cucumber, not tzatziki, not mango, not chickpea, and not tomato. Tomato. I love that stab there. Tomato? Nope. 17, though, getting the right answer there with Shapes doing the best, 1701. Ralph with 1699, clawing some points back against Toot. Mark 1695, Cart Quiz 1646, and MePG 1558. Why am I on the solo page? It just happened to be that way, pray. It just happens sometimes. Okay, 2 more questions left in the main game. Let's continue to question number 4. What blank 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 to blank a blank is in the name of a blank blank known as a blank of the blank blank and is also something that can be used to blank a blank? I don't want to know. But we will know fine. We will know soon enough. To blank a blank. Streets to start with. Centre. Describe. Go for all the non-helpful words to start with. Precedes, yeah, also non-helpful. Oh, someone's gone for a guess, though. Colour. Build. London. British in it. Word. Difficult one, this. House. Bangladeshi community. And finally, red. What word precedes red to describe a colour is in the name of a London street known as the centre of the British Bangladeshi community and is also something that can be used to build a house? I love how it left the most pertinent bit of information out until the last one. Sometimes the RNG does that to you. The absolute meanest reveal. And it's just the simplest one. Red. Let's see the guesses that came through. Black, lime, high, frame, dark, and portobello. Good guess is not the one. Ruby, Vermont, Chang. Nope. Brick is correct. Brick red. Or red brick. Any of those orders. Yeah, brick was the word we're looking for there. Well done to 14, giving me the right answer, and it's very low scoring this time. Shapes was our best at about the halfway point, getting 1,111 points. Shiru with 800, Ralph with 795, Vixen with 687, and Sue with 676. Interestingly, Ralph claiming points this time, and Toot's not getting any points. So all sort of balancing out there as we go on into the final question of the main game here. Brave to assume the question is, what word precedes mushroom? Very much ape. It does indeed balance out the reveals of Tick Tick Boom and Mark Sinclair as very early reveals, because those are kind of key points that really only lead to like a handful of answers. Well then, one final question. Let's have a look at it. Which blank blank and blank blank do to the blank of blank blank the blank blank to blank blank blank? Well, okay, I've got no idea on this one so far, but time starts now. I'm going to start with his 2012 single. 1 billion. First. Rapper. Found fame. Singer. YouTube video. Views. Success. Gangnam Style. Break. And finally, I'm about to have a sneeze. South Korean. Which South Korean singer and rapper found fame due to the success of his 2012 single, Gangnam Style, the first YouTube video to break 1 billion views? Indeed, if G was the first reveal, then that would have been massive points for everyone, I imagine. But it did trickle off up to the end. So let's have a look. 21 said Psy. and you're right to do so. You could have also said Park Jae-sang, or Park. Those are alternate answers, alternate names for Psy. Psy spelt like that, Clive and Colo, I'll take it. It's not Gangnam Style. We are looking for the name of a singer here. Not Justin Bieber, not Bieber, not Baby, not Eminem. Not Jay-Z, not Jay-Z. So we've got a total of 23 scoring points. Ralph doing the best with 1682. Nata with 1676 as well as Topper. Brian with 1668 and Silver Electron 1621. Has Ralph done enough to secure the victory in tonight's edition of Redacted? Let's find out. And you have indeed done so, Ralph. You are our winner tonight by about 2,000 doots. 17,170. Second place goes to Toot, 15,209. Third place goes to Mark, 15,016. 2 in a row, Ralph. Very well done indeed. You can see all the other points there available, and they should have all been paid out in doots, but I have noticed that the paying out doots failed once again. I don't know why it did, but it did. Null value in column game ID of relation ledger violates not null constraint. Clearly, I haven't updated the doot bank in this game. That's the problem. So I'm going to have to manually pay the doots out after the fact, but I have the visual record of all the names here, so I'll be able to do so. Right, Ralph, it's 2 in a row. Would you like it as a Twitch whisper like last time, or would you like it as a Discord message? Up to you either way. And while you're pondering that, let's go over to the final round. Whisper again, okay. I'll just do that, just so we're not getting mixed up with the other redacted puzzle. And in fact, I need to paste this like that instead. There we go. There is your redacted puzzle to consider there, Ralph. So, chapter number 5 is super redacted. We do, much like we have done on the previous round, the previous chapter. However, there's only one puzzle left, and it's up to Ralph to determine the order that the blanks get revealed in. For every successive blank revealed, Ralph would get an additional 10,000 in the bank, but that's not safe until Ralph bails out. It's your job out there in the audience to try and guess what the correct answer is to the entire question or the entire statement in consideration. You can give me at most 3 guesses. Once that third guess has been given and it's wrong, that is it. You are locked out for the remainder of the round. If 30% or more of the audience manage to give me a correct answer before Ralph can successfully bail out, then Ralph fails to claim the bank, and you will take a split of that bank instead, as well as all of the doots that you earn by giving me a correct answer. The earlier you give me a correct answer, the more doots you get, scaling from 20,000 down to nothing, I think it is, something along those lines. And we will be placing public chat into emote-only mode temporarily, just so that you can't go accidentally revealing the answer for everyone to then just copy and paste. The correct answer we're looking for on this final statement is a single word. That is all you're looking for, is a single word response to complete this statement. Wish you all the best of luck out there, Ralph and everybody else. Emotes mode is now active. Whispers only, please, to Quizbot 3000. And Ralph, here comes the statement to consider. This blank blank in the blank has a blank of blank and a blank similar to blank with its blank blank. Its blank is blank where it has blank blank and it blank and blank blank containing blank blank and blank. Ralph, you are in control. Choose a letter between A and S to reveal. Not to me, Ralph. You'll need to whisper to Quizbot 3000. Get a different whisper window. There we go. Go with I, inverted. Toot's given a guess. It's not right. Three. Blank L is 3. If you get it right now, you get 18,000 for a solve. Shapes has gone for a guess. It's not right. Ralph has got 20,000 currently in the bank at risk. Not claimed until they decide to bail out. Once we do go into the bailout situation, you will have 20 seconds remaining to make your final guesses. Pickles on blank R. We've got Ian Dominic with a guess, not right. Cart Quiz with a guess, not right. Poznan with a guess, not right. Interesting to see where these guesses are coming from. Roast pork on blank Q. You get it right now. 16,000 for the solve. Ralph currently has 40,000 at risk. Guess from AVAC is not right. Guess from Brian is not right. Dragon is right. First to give me a correct answer. Well done, Dragon. Setting the pressure early. Blank E is roughly 10 million. Apodo with a guess. It's not right. Clive is right on the second guess. Getting 15,000 for that guess. Mark is right on their first guess. 9% currently correct in the audience. Make that 12% with Mean PG. Last 20 seconds. Make your final guesses now. Ralph has had enough. Apodo's right. Keep going. Keep pressing. You got 3 guesses. Make use of them. Brian's right. Toot's right. Vixen's right. And we're out of time. So close. 24% got it right in the audience, but we did not hit the magical 30% threshold, meaning Ralph is bailing out at a measly 50,000 in tonight's edition of the game, but clearly what we had up here was enough to claim correct answers. Let's go over the rest of the puzzle. Let's reveal all the blanks. We've got this island nation in the Caribbean Sea has a population of roughly 10 million and a flag similar to Puerto Rico, with its red and blue inverted. Its official sport is baseball, where it has 3 Olympic gold medals, and it gives its name to an American sandwich containing roast pork, pickles, and Swiss cheese. I saw some very early guesses of Cubano, but unfortunately the specific word that we were looking for was Cuba. Cuba was the answer we're looking for there. The island nation for the full question. Yeah, blew it when I accidentally revealed the roast pork. Yeah, the roast pork was a bit of a gimme from the looks of things. Roast pork and pickles, leading to... I saw a few guesses saying Reuben as well as a guess, which does make sense in some of the context, but again, not quite right for the rest of the question. But Cubano getting very, very close to the right way, and then Cuba, the actual correct answer. In the final, the chat becomes totes emoji. So yeah, there you go. Well done on identifying Cuba, but not enough of you to claim total victory over Ralph. Ralph was able to bail out with 50,000 dukes intact. That did not get paid out. I have noticed that as well, so I'll need to sort that payment out. And also those that got it right in that game, I will need to pay out some dukes. For those that did claim up to the 24% of the audience, you'll be getting anything up to about, 16,000, 15,000, where players were getting it right. I will play the footage back and get that all sorted out for next time. Thank you, Stad. That's very, very kind of you. It's clunky in places, probably a bit too long as well, because it still runs long, even though we actually did quite nicely tonight, ending at 20 to 10. So, yeah, not too bad. But, yeah, I think this has probably been... This pack by Oni has probably been the best pack that we've played for Redacted, because the puzzles and the statements were all very specifically written to force a specific answer out of it. So it was, trying to weasel out a particular other answer that we didn't expect was kind of not going to happen with the way these were written. And it was quite a wide variety of topics as well. So it was a really, really fun pack to see
Cheer
play
100
out.
thanks, Ash. You made me hungry today.
You don't thank me. Thank Oni for making you hungry today. Go and get yourself a Cubano if you want to. Thank you for the 100 bits though. I'll take those. But yes, an absolutely phenomenal pack there, Oni. Thank you again to Inca for the proof of the pack. Though from the sounds of things, not much was needed in the proofing. It was good, and making my life a lot easier with the marking as well, with some really, really well written statements and puzzles. Thanks, Oni. Thought that pack was amazing. Thank you for the praise there to Oni.
Cheer 100 Cuba. I barely knew her. Buzz me ASA.
Now when you're asking for the buzz, you do not get the buzz. No, that's not how it works. You get that instead. You get that instead. And then you get that at the end. Thank you for the follow there, Funestus. Anopheles Funestus, I think it says. Welcome on in, and thank you for the follow. And yes, Oni is absolutely awesome. Right. Thank you again for a wonderful pack of Redacted. It is time to spin the wheel to close out tonight's edition of Quiz Night. It is quite a difficult pack to write for if you do it well, and I think that's the problem. Is if you do it well, like you can easily write the pack and do all right, and then it makes it harder for me to mark. But only going through the effort of actually, finding all of the exploits you could potentially get out of it, linguistically or whatever. The rewrites for round one, says Tony, it's probably a testament to why this is such a difficult game to get right from all aspects, as it were. But well worth it. A really, really good pack, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Anyway, spin time. Here we go. Spin the wheel. You get it. Here we go. I have changed what's in the grid, by the way, if we do land on it. But we have not landed on it. We have landed on the tipping point. Okay. Tipping point, you say? All right, okay. We haven't done that for a while. Let me load up the tipping point then. atbweb.co.uk/tipping point. And we will close the detective studio, detective office, and bring in tipping point. Whoa. Well, that was a thing. Let's start that again, shall we? Thank you, Lupo, for the follow. Appreciate that as well. Main. There we go. Right. It's time to do one of them polls. So, what are we thinking prediction-wise tonight, folks? What are we thinking? You know what? How many counters will it take to get the prize token, prize counter over the tipping point? We will need to set the stage, but we'll do that in a moment. So let me set my range of 1 through 10, 11 through 13, 14 through 16, and 17 plus at 25,000 apiece. I think we'll go with that. First person to give me a number through 1 through 4, and I'll drop the prize counter there, if I can remember how to do that. First one I saw was Miss Vertigo on Drop Zone 4. So that's where we're going to go. And we'll drop it. E. Okay. So we have set the stage right now with this situation. What's the music situation again? Play bed 2. Oh. No, play this one. We'll play this one instead. Okay. So the situation is the following. How many counters do you think it will take, if I reset it back to normal, to get the prize counter over the tipping point under my control for trying to do it in as few moves as possible? Here are your options to consider if it wants to show on screen. Apparently it doesn't want to show on screen tonight. Why is that? Apparently they didn't want to work today. One moment. Put that on there. There we go. Don't place your votes yet. Those are the options we've got for you tonight. 1 through 10, 11 through 13, 14 through 16, 17 and above. You will need to type it exactly as you see there. Go now. If you want to go with 1 through 10, you'll need to answer with 1-10. If you want to go with 11 through 13, 11-13. If you want to go with 14 through 16, 14-16. And if you think 17 or above at 17 plus, that is what you need to answer in public chat right now. If you are correct, you will earn 25,000 doots a piece. Not split, a piece. It's one of those situations where we're going with 4 different options here. So the likelihood of you getting it right is now lower, as it were, because we've split you up into more groups. How are we looking on the votes right now? Let's have a gander. We've got 7 believing 1 through 10. We've got 11 saying 11 through 13. We've got 9 saying 14 through 16. And we have 3 saying 17 or more. Oh, some late vote switches going on right now. I'll give you another 30 seconds to make your votes. And then we'll hide it away and we'll try and get this prize counter over the tipping point in as few moves as possible. Make your final decisions. You want to vote 0, have a simulated earthquake in universe. So there is a nudge feature to Daru. There is a nudge feature. I don't actually have a tilt alarm though, Proogs, though that's probably something I probably should have. But there is a nudge feature, which could probably potentially get the prize counter over in 0. But we're going to play it legitimately, not using stupid means. Right. Looks like that is the deal sealed. 8 saying 1 through 10, 10 saying 11 through 13, 11 saying 14 through 16, and only 3 saying 17 or more counters required to get the prize counter over the tipping point. So, let's hide that away for now. And let's start playing the game. I think it's got to be drop zone 4. It's got to be drop zone 4. Oh, we've got all the music going on right now. I need to stop the other music. I can't remember what the key is for that. We'll stop it in a moment. Once this play has been made, we will stop the other music going on. And that is play number 1. That's 1 counter down. What's the stop music again? Stop music is backspace. There we go. Cool. It was that. And go. This is counter 2. Ooh, good position here for counter 2. And lots falling over the top shelf. Nicely done. Camera's being a bit jittery tonight. Oh well, we'll see how it all goes out. Drop zone 4 again. And let's get a 3rd counter down. Get over to the right. Not as far right as I would like, in this case. And it's a no. Drop zone 4. This is counter number 4. Yeah, I know. I completely regretted when I said that score. I completely regretted that because I know that could be taken well out of context. And a second push on the bottom shelf here. Oh, we'll get some more falling over, and that is that done. So after 4 counters, we've made some progress. It's not gone off the top shelf yet, though. We will need to continue on. Top zone 4 again, please. Hello there, Mr. Dev. We did indeed have a nice, lovely quiz with Redacted. Oh, boo. This is counter number 5, by the way. Need to get them over to the right-hand side. Need to get further over to the right-hand side. One could say the far right. To try and save a bit from earlier. 5 down. Still very little progress. Drop zone 4 again, please. And come on! To the edge, please. No. Game's not having it today. Though, we had some lateral pushing there. It's now dangling on the top shelf. So there's progress being made. And... okay. We did get a bit more action on the jackpot there. Let's keep going. Drop zone 4. This one is counter 7, I want to say. I'm not actually counting now. I'm presuming this one's 7. Feels like 7. Two more over the tipping point, and come on, prize counter. We need to get you over the top shelf. Drop zone 4 again, and counter number 8. Stay. Much better. Well, it's definitely falling over this time. Good. We're now on the bottom shelf. We're halfway there. We are halfway there. And we're 8 counters down. So, yeah, those that were voted 1 through 10, it's not looking good right now. But, you never know, 2 good pushes here could see it flying off the tipping point. We'll see. Drop zone 4. Yeah, the counters on top of it are not going to make it easy. Going to add a bit of friction to proceedings. And also, we need to get the counter dropping in the right place. Though, we could get a lateral shove there on the black counter down. Oh, don't topple, though. Don't topple, though. Oh, dear. Well, we now have a real situation going on there. It's now toppled on top of the prize counter. We can't even see it at this point after 9 counters. Where's the jackpot counter gone? No, it's here somewhere. That's 9 counters down, and yeah, it's not looking good. Can we get a Hail Mary here for the 1 through 10 gang? Let's find out. Oh, okay. Interesting place for it. It might fill the void, mind. It has dialed over to the right a bit. Not all hope has been lost here. Okay, it is making a good push. And it is on the edge. It is on the tipping point, but it has not fallen past the tipping point yet after 10 counters. So I'm afraid those on option A, You're not going to get a payout tonight. We move on then to counter 11. Now we're looking at the 11 through 13 gang. Did you guess right? Oh, well, it's possible. Oh! That was looking really good then, and then it decided, nah, I'm going to lateral a bit here and actually not push all the way over. Wow, the tease. The tease on 11 there. Wow. Well, 11 through 13 still looking for 2 more here. So let's drop zone 4 again on counter 12. It's a bit of a void to fill as well, so may have to consider that. And the bottom shelf has a bit of a void to fill as well. And then just dropping on the left-hand side is not going to help. We've got a few toppling over. And hey, it might be good for a double, but that's not going to help with the prize counter. We get a bit of lateral there on one of the counters, but not enough to get over to the prize counter. That's 12 down. Oh, you got a little extra push there on the bottom shelf, I did notice. Nothing falling over, but I did see an extra little shove there after number 12, so I'm going to give it another one just to see. Okay, we are now at rest. Yes, it is entirely possible, Dev. In such a scenario, then I will be willing to double the value up if that happens. So it's currently paying at 25,000 per winning prediction. If both do fall over at the same time, then that will go up to 50,000. I will declare that right now. But they have to fall on the same move. And this is the critical one for the 11 through 13 gang, because this is counter 13. Here we go. Where's it going? It's in a good position. It's in a good position. And there could be a double finish. It's a prize counter. It is not a double finish, though. $11 through 13 are the winners tonight. Pay Group B for their doots. And there you go. All of the dooters, 10 winners there, claiming 25,000 doots apiece. Congratulations to you all. Yeah, no doubler though, but you each get 25,000 doots apiece for that. Ouch. 1 out, says SJ. Yes, indeed. So there you go. That brings us to close on tonight's proceedings on quiz night with that game of Tipping Point. We will close that out now. Thank you again to Oni for a lovely pack of Redacted earlier, and to Inca for proofing the pack. What have we got to look forward to for the rest of the week here in Quiz? Well, I've got a stream on Friday. Oh, I've got a brand new Combine Harvester. And I've got a stream on Friday, and I've got 5 Minutes to a Fortune written by Shadowmane, and I've also got a delayed pack of the Duke Drop through my own admin error, not through writers writing late. No, this is through admin error. I just got streams messed up in the order, with a Duke Drop pack written by Solar Espion and Vixen, each writing one half of the game, though they have decided to mix it between the two, which is a very interesting thing to see. So that's what's happening on Friday here at Quiz Night. Between that, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m, you've got Mr. Ben Royal_Flush Bennington. What's he got for you tomorrow evening on my brother's birthday? You've got Battlefront, you've got The Purge, and you've got Risky Business. That's happening on the 14th of November, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m, over on Royal_Flush. And then I'm back with you on Friday, and then I'll talk about the Saturday and beyond when we get to my Friday stream. That's sort of how I deal with doing the continuity stuff. Ash, can I have 863 dudes? No, Oni. And yeah, please, no one remind me that QNL2 is in 2.5 weeks, because ow. Let's go and find someone to go raid into. Let's go and find a raid target. Do it in person only, and maybe, I don't know. Can I have the 863 dudes? No! We are going to go and raid into Desert Bus for Hope, I think, is what we're going to do. So we're going to go raid into Desert Bus. What are they currently doing right now? I actually don't know what they're doing right now. But either way, go and send them some love. If you can send them some donations, then they're currently at $740,000 raised this year in Desert Bus for Hope 2024. That's very, very good. It's Penn and Teller Smoke and Mirrors, except it's specifically the Desert Bus game. They just have someone running that all the time while they do other things on stream. For those that don't know, Desert Bus, it's a realistic depiction of of a particular drive in Nevada that takes 8 hours to do. And yeah, it takes about 8 hours to actually do it in the game. And if you do that, you get a point. Congrats. And just keep doing that. If you fall off the track, you fall off the road, then you have to wait for someone to come and help you out. it's so silly. It's so silly, but it's so Penn and Teller. Anyway, that's just a side gag as part of the whole Desert Bus for Hope 2024. Go and enjoy the stream. I will see you on Friday for more quiz night, and enjoy whatever you're doing until then. Take care. Good evening and good night. And yes, you get rescued in real time too. You have to wait for the recovery truck in real time. Anyway, bye.